Hello everyone and welcome to the Weekly Report. For Randall Riley, I'm Joshua Miller. It's Wednesday, January 5th, 2022, the first report of a new year. Now we do have all the updated rates and data you're here for, but first, we have a brand new podcast debuting this week hosted by my good buddy Dave Arsenault called Yard Jockeys. Each month, Dave will discuss a new topic with an industry expert. His first guest, Jason Miller, is an associate professor of supply chain management at Michigan State University. They sit down to discuss what stood out to Jason about 2021 and what he thinks we can expect as we head into 2022. That show will debut on our YouTube channel and our Randall Riley site this Friday, so be sure to check it out. If that sounds like something you'd be into, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe while you're over there on our YouTube channel. And if you haven't already, sign up for our monthly newsletter on our Randall Riley site. Each month, it features some of our newest content offerings. All right, shameless plug is over. Let's get to the report. This week in job board searches and clicks. Truck driver searches were up 2% week over week, but down 10% month over month and 21% year over year. Meanwhile, clicks were up across the board with gains of 10% week over week, 4% month over month, and 54% year over year. As we thought may be the case, click activity picked up in the week after Christmas. All track driver types had at least an 8% week over week increase. In addition to that, click-through rates rose for all driver types, and that increase in activity suggests that drivers had a higher intent to find new driving jobs last month than they did in December of 2020. This week in freight. Load postings rose by 12% week over week, with both dry van and refrigerated seeing sizable gains. Dry van was up by 18%, while refrigerated postings increased by 33%. Flatbed postings, however, declined by 3% week over week. With that massive gain, refrigerated volume surpassed the previous record high by nearly 9%, and refrigerated volume was 89% higher than the same week in 2020 and more than triple the 5-year average. Overall truck availability decreased by 8% compared to the previous week. The load-to-truck ratio jumped to its strongest level since late June. Refrigerated's load-to-truck ratio hit its highest level on record by a massive margin, while dry van's load-to-truck ratio hit its third strongest level on record. Flatbed rose incrementally compared to the previous week. Spot rates jumped by 17.5 cents and hit a record level. Dry van saw increases of 15 cents, refrigerated was up 31 cents, and flatbed remained flat week over week. Now, the story of the week. As last year came to an end, the holiday truckload demand was stronger than that of 2020. Truckload tender volumes are averaging 10% higher than the previous year since December 22nd. This seems to signal that shippers still have plenty of freight to move as we head into a new year. Shippers, however, do seem to be a little wary of taking their foot off the gas, even as concerns of demand receding in response to the rapid rise of inflation continues. Port congestion is significantly worse than it was at this point last year, which means shippers can't assume order cycles will get any better just yet. Trucking employment levels are still not quite what they were prior to the pandemic, at least in regard to company drivers, and demand is still significantly higher than the 2019 levels. Last year, shippers were expecting transportation capacity to ease as it traditionally does after the Christmas holidays, but this year there seems to be a slower paced decline. In 2020, tender volumes fell 8% from December 4th to December 22nd. In 2021, however, the tender volume only fell by 4.3% in that same time period. And that's it for this week's report. If you'd like a PDF of all the information we just covered today, you can find that down in the description on YouTube or in the body of the page on our Randall Riley site. Don't forget to come back and see us next week with an all-new report. And don't forget to check out our brand new podcast, Yard Jockeys. Remember, that debuts this Friday. Until next time, have a great week, everybody. Hey guys, thanks for joining us today for the weekly report. If you like that content, why don't you just go ahead and click that subscribe button right there so you get notifications whenever we post new content. Or you can check out another great video by clicking right over here.